Hello, hello. Welcome back to All Derps Farm. I'm FS22, and this is a Squirrelly. Hello, Squirrelly.
Hello.
And Fatman. Hello, Fatman.
Hello, Hitman.
And we have a farm, so let's work.
We have a farm.
Work.
Yeah. Wait. Did you hear that, Squirrely? He said we have a farm, so let's work. I mean, normally the first thing that Hitman does when he jumps on here is just get on his motorbike and drive around like a lunatic.
Yeah.
Well, that's how you get a
You've already done that.
land. Yeah, that's already
You've already
done.
had that.
Now I'm ready for yeah.
That's how you get the lay of the land. So you get on the motorcycle, you get the lay of the land, and then you say, "Fad, what are we doing today?"
What are we doing today?
You got quite the lay of the land today when we got ran over by the tractor.
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, so Hitman is going to be liming the grass fields, and I recognised when I bought the soil data that we never actually bothered to do the fertilising on the canola fields that we planted. So it's like, yeah, let's do that. So that's what we've got going on today. And Squirrelly is, as usual, doing squirrel things.
Yeah.
Because
Squirrely.
squirrel things must be done.
Trying to keep the tractors on the map.
Yeah, we did have that. Yeah, we had a tractor that decided to escape the map in some bizarre fashion. So certainly one of the more.
Squirrely did it.
No, we were saying it was your fault actually, but that's when we couldn't find the lime spreader earlier.
Should have checked the coconut.
Well,
Always put the lime in the coconut.
oh good God!
Coconut.
Raise the shields. Activate the self-destruct sequence.
Neat. Can I have your stuff?
No, I was meaning raise the shield so you can't beam out, and then activate the self-destruct sequence.
That'll teach me.
Oh, such joy. So yeah, so we've got the usual farming shenanigans going on here. We don't do anything but shenanigans, do we? Really?
That's right. Or for shenanigans, we wouldn't have anything.
Indeed.
Just be an empty farm.
Indeed. And my watch has just pinged up with the reminder, hey, it's time to record the YouTube things.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Good thing you remembered in time.
I know. Well, I actually had forgotten. I had actually forgotten when you'd messaged this morning on Discord, so that at least gave me the chance to go, okay, yeah, I need to get myself together. So,
see, that's my role on the farm. It's off screen, but I mean, it's all fine and dandy to go and mow all the fields and get everything ready, but that's not going to help if the recording guide forgets that it's a recording day.
well,
oh my god.
Yes.
Well, he says, well, I don't know about that. Well, really.
Could have guaranteed that would happen. Just as we start recording, somebody calls me. I will. Yes.
I will mute you.
Oh.
You need to pause for the call.
Yes, I will just pause for a second. Okay, I think we're back. Looks like it. Okie dokie. Sorry about that.
This is how derpy our farm is. He goes off to talk on the phone and doesn't mute it.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't. It wasn't on record. I stopped the record.
Yeah, I know that, but it would have been darn. Would have been funny.
Well, that's why I actually. You probably didn't hear me when I went out in the kitchen, but or at least I hope you didn't hear me when I went out in the kitchen. But
we didn't know where you were, did we, Squirrely?
No. Yeah, well,
So-
we're doing our thing.
All right, we didn't hear any flushing, so that's all that matters.
dang it!
Oh, Derps farm.
I was flushing that that kind of voodoo doll I've got of you down the toilet all day.
Oh.
Early time.
Yes, it's not Squirrely and Hitman, it's Swirly Hitman.
Oh, he's so funny. He's so. You know what? I'm filling up his car with all this lime. rot out the inside of your car. See, you like that?
Oh dear. Yeah, no, that was what there was a friend of mine that I'd messaged earlier in the day, and I actually thought to myself earlier on, I guarantee you, as soon as we start, that's when he's going to call. And I was going, yep, okay. So I thought, I can't not take the call. I really needed to take the call. So normally, if it would just been kind of out of the blue and unexpected, I'd been no, I'm just going to kind of cancel the call. But since I'd kind of initiated it by sending a message, it's kind of unfair of me not to answer. So, and I do try to be fair.
Okay. We forgave you, didn't we, Squirrelly?
Yeah.
I mean,
well, yes, I'm sure Hitman forgave me. But yeah, no, I very rarely actually mute this microphone because reasons of raisins.
Because it doesn't work.
Well, no, there's a hardware mute button on it. It's a blue Yeti caster.
Oh, okay.
So it's got a little button on the front of it, which is always funny when you see someone that's streaming that's got one, and it's facing the wrong way because you can see the button and they should be seeing the button if they've got it set up right. And then you see the buttons flashing. Yeah, you're on mute. Oh dear, such joy and fun.
Technology.
Indeedles. So yes.
I can't remember which one is the lime. It must be the silvery one.
What's? I think it's the middle one.
Middle one?
Well, I know there's 4, but it's kind of one of the middle ones.
Middle of the little end. Middle of the little?
Something like that.
Lime in it.
Yes,
yeah,
it's the one that's got the lime in it. Yeah. Squirrelly's got the answer.
He's got a cheat sheet.
Yeah.
Well, you sent the cheat sheet, didn't you? The Farmer's Handbook. I was quite impressed with that.
Yeah, what did you think of that? Yeah. Well, I didn't make it.
I know you didn't make it, but I thought it was quite an impressive infographic to have. So, still, obviously, no news on any new version of Farm Sim that I have seen. But
we're not in any hurry for a new version, anyway.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I mean, it's. I say that I'm not going to buy it because I don't really have them. Not because I don't want to, but because I don't have the money right now. But we all know that they'll put an offer on. I'll be like, oh, I can't afford not to at that price because I'm going to get it anyway. But yes. So I'd be just very interested to see what the pitch is going to be. Whether or not, I mean, is it going to be another kind of big step up, or is it just going to be a little kind of, oh yes, you know, we tweaked the graphics a little bit. Great, whoop-de-doo. But I think we're all spoilt now. We want these big, huge updates, and we want to have space rockets to go to the moon and farm on Mars.
Well, if they don't have a significant update, why don't they just do a DLC instead? I mean, they still make money. But if they don't have anything new to offer other than just mods, which is basically the DLC is mostly mods, right? So, yeah. Make mods for the game until you're ready to upgrade the engine or do something.
We'll see. I mean, they haven't made any announcements, but of course the fact that they're kind of going, this is Farming Sim 22 in a nutshell is kind of, that really is very much putting the lid on, we are not developing the game anymore. It really kind of, because if you do that and then you go, oh, by the way, we're going to add this DLC and add that, it's like, well, yeah. But we'll see. We'll see.
I'm not buying DLC if you're announcing a new game.
Well, like I said, as usual, someone says the word "the," and everyone's going, "Okay, right, okay." The rest of the sentence is going to be, and it's going, wait, just wait for them to say it. But there we go. It's about how normal it goes. So. Right. Now we can do some up and down the field the other way.
And play your song while you do it? Because you can actually, it's copyrighted to you, isn't it?
Yes, because I created it whilst I was a paid person. Yes, it's my copyright. So, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, so you can use it in your own videos.
Yep, I can use it. I can monetize it. Do whatever I want to do.
Yep. To make a whole bunch, do a whole soundtrack, and then you can just have it all running on your videos.
It's a distinct possibility.
A lot of work.
Well, not really. You just have, well, you have to decide on the lyrics, and then you have to kind of run the generation and wait until you find one that's good for what you want it to be.
You wore me out just with this story. That was like a lot of work.
Well, yeah, we know you're work shy, but there we go.
Oh, wow. I don't have time for game work.
So.
Oh, got a huge downpour today. Holy smokes. Not expecting it. All of a sudden, just the sky opened up and it was just pouring rain. It's like, yay! We weren't expecting any more rain.
Yeah, we've had a little bit of
the summer.
That kind of action going on.
I love it here. I mean, when the woods are drying out and we're facing our annual forest fires, which started really early this year, of course they did. Yeah, so every bit of rain we get is a blessing.
Yes. Don't generally have too much of that issue here, but...
Yeah, you don't have any trees.
We do. Plenty of trees.
Alright, fine. You don't have any dense softwood forest. I mean, huge. I'm talking... Yeah, I'm talking forest, not a little strip of trees.
No, I mean, well, the entire country's about as wide as a matchstick, so, I mean, come on. Welcome to the UK. Just squeeze in a little bit. Just back it, move back a little bit, people.
We can fit 20 more people, and then we're going to start getting wet feet.
It's one of those things. It's like when I go to America or when I've been to America, it's just go, yeah. So this is what the UK would probably look like if we'd got the space to spread out a little bit. Okay, we've got, wait, this is double wide roads everywhere. Fantastic. Oh dear. But still, there we go. It's all good fun, apparently. I can
Unless
see
you're the wildlife getting displaced.
Well, yeah, there is that. But they kind of make their own fun of that. I mean, the amount of things that the foxes and whatnot destroy around here when they're in their mischief mode.
Are you laughing too, Squirrelly?
Yeah.
Foxes. You don't have any cougars, no bears. Aw.
No.
Oh, no. Anything of any threat? Oh well.
Not really. I mean, the only time a fox tried to argue with me, I just stomped my foot in its direction and it ran off.
Oh, what did it say?
It was just screaming, basically.
What did the fox scream?
He screamed.
I scream, you scream. We all scream for fox scream.
It was weird because he basically followed me back up the road to my house, and then came down my driveway. And I was like, no, you're not telling me off on my own driveway. So I stomped my foot and off it ran.
We've got raccoon problems here. A lot of raccoons.
Oh yeah, we're having that right now too.
Or it's one really terrible raccoon, one or the other. Yeah, well. And as soon as they learn a food source, they will exhaust that food source. They're human in that respect. Yep. So we got new blueberry bushes that got to do something with. Protect them from the raccoons and the strawberries. If you don't get the strawberries fast enough, the raccoons will be on those, and it's a constant battle with them. And we know it's raccoons because they leave tracks everywhere. Either that or there's
they don't leave a business card. How rude.
Leave little handprints.
Yeah. We got either raccoons or monkeys, and I'm fairly certain it's raccoons since I've seen them. Little bandits.
But are you sure they identify as a raccoon?
Not. I don't really know what their politics are.
So you're making assumptions.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, I know they live by the pirate code because they take all they can and they give nothing back.
Ah. So do they have Johnny Depp's in their ear going, stick to the code?
You know, now that I think about it, they do kind of look like him. Like Pirates of the Caribbean, he had his eyes blackened around. Yeah. So, yeah.
There you go, see? That's exactly what it is.
So wait, is Johnny Depp a raccoon?
Maybe. Breaking news here, folks. Johnny Depp may be a raccoon.
Oh my goodness. You hear that? Did everybody hear that? That was the sound of your IQ dropping by listening to this.
That's no different to kind of just going on social media. Spouts the same AI-generated BS. Oh dear. It might even hear this on YouTube, and then there'll actually be stuff going on social media that there's a rumor that Johnny Depp is a raccoon. Or maybe it'll kind of spin it. Johnny Depp to play a raccoon in the new Pirates of the Caribbean film. Oh dear.
Wait, wasn't that Guardians of the Galaxy? Wait,
Well, that's a different thing entirely.
Guardians of the Caribbean.
Oh dear. Guardians of the everything.
On Star Trek Online, I realized I was like, geez, I'll have to play that again. I played it just a little while ago, and I look, and it's like 2017 last time I played it. Okay. Yes, it was a little long. Then there was another game I had. It's like, oh, I haven't played that in a little while, just a couple of years ago, and I look, it's 2011. What? What am I doing? Where's all the time gone?
Who knows?
Give it back. They know they won't give it back.
You want a refund?
I want a refund on all that time.
Yeah. Good luck with that. Look at this. Hitman's doing all that work, and I'm just erasing it.
Thawing it. Nope, you're spraying it.
Yep.
Wait, you're just hosing it away, are you?
Yep. So you make the mess, I clean the mess up.
The good thing I was thorough and it's all over there. Yeah. That little spot, I'm assuming it's the generalization because I hit it a couple times and nothing happened. So.
It does generalize because of the precision farming.
Mm-hmm.
So it will, if it thinks that the area overall is at the right level, then that's what I was saying about in one of the previous times when we were talking about the having more depth to the maps, because those things are all kind of done in the map, and it's basically a graphics file that is the size of the map, but it uses pixels to define those things in a lot of the cases. So it would just be nice to have a bit higher resolution to those, so it could be a little bit more specific.
Dynamic looking.
Well, not so much dynamic looking, but so that when you're trying to adjust one pixel, that pixel is maybe a square foot rather than a square 2 meters or something like that. That's just my kind of thought process anyway. But who'd listen to me? I mean, honestly, can't even get Hitman to do what I ask him to do.
I didn't even realize that was a process. Well, that's okay.
Well, that's kind of like I said, where I've been working on map creation. You kind of, certainly for the terrain height, you know that it is just basically a graphics file that's it just basically varies between black and white, and that determines the height of the terrain. Although actually they kind of split it up, so it's kind of, in some cases it's not one graphics file, it's a graphics file split into 4, as it were. So, but it's interesting stuff.
I messed with the map maker back in 17, I think? 15 or 17. So yeah, I understand what you're saying with the making the maps like the overlays.
I think
However, it's quite a bit different now, I imagine.
It is, but I think what they've done is they've just added extra layers of the same thing from what I see. So it's. I think if they were to go again and they were to make the game from scratch, we'd find that it would be a lot different, because the data structure would change. Whereas the data structure at the moment is, oh, you've got this bit here, this bit there, and it's all linked together in some very interesting ways. So some of it's in the XML file, some of it's in the map files and in the graphics files for it and stuff like that. And it's interesting. And like I said, the process for setting the fields up so that they're ready and can be done by the AI workers. So you define the fields. You're basically setting up polygons that are kind of, you've got 3 coordinates. So you've got a start, an end, and then a depth, as it were. So you're creating four-sided shapes to define the field. And when you've got a field that's got curves, it's not particularly friendly for that.
You get a whole pile of rectangles at that point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Rectangles, diamonds, rotated this way, rotated that way. I mean, it's certainly doable, but it is a lot of effort, rather than just kind of, you can't just trace a perimeter and go, this is it, fill it in, and it just goes, oh, okay. But
easy.
That's just how that's just how it's been built, really. It's.
Yep.
Although I did try today. I saw that they put the demo out for global farming, which is a new farm game, but it's not farming simulator. It's more akin to Farm Manager for everyone that's played that. So, but it looks interesting.
Right now to try and get into the farming simulator genre. Farm Sim has it so locked down that good luck to you. So the manager games would be where it's at. I mean, to try and develop a game that's going to compete with Farm Sim, like going up and down the fields and working, like it's going to be very difficult to start a new game and have it match this in any competitive way in any amount of time.
I agree with you, but also I disagree with you. I would want to see someone do that and bring something different and unique to it. So Pure Farming 2018 it was a mix of management and farm sim, and it was really, I thought it was pretty good. Maybe it needed some tweaking in some areas, but I thought it was pretty good. And I would have wanted to see the next version, but it doesn't look like it's going to be one. When you go back, and I know it's our favourite people, but going back to AgSim, there were some really good things about AgSim that have never been done in Farm Sim, but they never focused on the quality. They never fixed it and got it to the end. And that was the shame there. So it needs someone that's gonna invest the time, invest the money, and wait for the appreciation. Which I realise, I mean, everyone wants instant gratification nowadays, but we can't always have that. So, but yeah.
And early access has just become just not a scam, but it's certainly a way that abandonware, I think it makes abandonware more prolific. People have all these plans and they say, here, we're in early access, support us, and then you do, and then they're like, we're going to work on it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, Yeah, okay. So you know what? When your company goes and they release something else in early access, I ain't gonna support it this time. I mean, you abandoned the last game I put money into. Why would I do it again? And I see
Exactly.
it again and again and again.
But there's also
Playways, I went for that.
It happens that way. But also, I think in some ways, some people are expecting too much, particularly when you've got games that are being made by a single developer. But then there's an argument, well, they've gone from doing 2 updates a week to now not doing one in 3 months. And it's going, well, yes, okay, maybe something happened in their life if there's just one person. But it is difficult to get the balance right with those things. And yeah, I mean, for those people that do abandon early access projects, I think that's completely disingenuous, and they deserve to not be successful in the future. I mean, sting me once, shame on me. Sting me twice, screw you too.
Well, one game that I think has done it right is the Planet Crafter at Bijou Games. They are excellent. Their studio's great. The game is, from what they started with in early access, they followed through on their promises, and they interacted with the community a lot. It was, if you haven't checked out Planet Crafter, go for it. It's really, I mean, perhaps the gameplay may not be what you're after, but certainly the attitude of the devs and the community is definitely worth looking at.
I think I put that on my wish list recently, actually.
Yeah, it's a pretty good game. You can play it multiplayer too. They added that.
That's good.
Pretty early on, and
well, there we go.
We must be running out of time. You're going to run long again?
But I was literally just looking at the time, and I was just about to say. So speaking of playing multiplayer, but yes, it is that time again. As usual, we're probably a little bit longer than usual because it's a bit difficult to see the time when we had that pause, because I rely on the recording software for time, and yeah, I think we're only like 2 or 3 minutes in, so we're a little bit long, but not excessively long, until we've done the outro, which will last for the next 10 to 15 minutes based on previous performance.
Well, that explanation took about another minute. All right, well, we will see you next time. Thanks so much for joining us, and the timing was perfect. It's finished.
Have a good one.
Take care, everybody. Don't forget to do YouTube things, and happy Premiere Day. We'll see you next time. Take care.
Bye.